All right, of course, this picture is taking a little bit longer than I expected. We're about 30, 40 minutes right now, actually, to be perfectly honest. I was trying to do a quick one and started with just the writing and the ranting. And I got this image drawn. And I was just doing the highlighting of the words so that they would stand out because I actually have the highlighter yellows that are still working. And they're still working all right. And I started highlighting the letters to show you some of the fucking crazy ass cool shit I'm doing. And what I'm doing actually when I'm drawing is I'm trying to engage in what's called wide angle vision as much as possible. You can learn it. No, let me make sure I'm getting a picture of it. If I never looks directly where it's supposed to, huh? Oh, what's that? That's a fucking spear mask and uh, random crap. And but yeah, you can learn it in that book. Okay, that's where I learned it. It's a real simple exercise. It's just kind of like you just have to have a safe space to walk in terms of where people aren't going to think you're being stupid or fucked up. If you say, "No, I'm actually doing an exercise, walking around like this," and what's it do? It teaches you. It unlocks your eyes from looking at a central focus point. And I'm doing that in art. I'm going to give you a preview of the picture because the first one and number one on the hunt is going to be what I call. You'll see. I'm going to title it on there. But dude, okay. So look at this. Okay, I think this is all right. I think I can show you this. I wish I could flip camera views in mid thing, but I think it's gonna catch it. I was gonna get the picture right. But you see what I was doing here? I was like highlighting the letters, and I don't know if you can see the picture, and highlighting the letters, and I'm like, uh, oh, oh, shit. Oh, what is that? The fucking HUD screen? It's the HUD screen, and it's right where had did my edited FK for fuck you, and it's right there, and it's like. Oh shit. Okay. And then I'm like looking at and I'm getting this like idea where like, okay, I see how the rest of these lines could fit in, and I can fill in like the body of the pilot, and it's all going to be based on highlighting around the letters, the words, and the highlight. Oh, okay. And damn, I just see the lines, dude, and I see the lines, and I can imagine things, and I'm back to where I had always wanted to be and done as my personal hobby. Being able, when I see an image in my mind, to implement it. And if I just see a basic idea and I just go with the basic lines and I start filling in, and that's what I'm doing here. Okay? So we had the basic line. I made the little fucking eyes for the fucking never die to try and do something like that, flesh that out, and just turn it into the fucking pilot. And I said, go and do it. And that's it. And then we went with the green. Actually, what I actually did was, I started the pilot or the never die militia, as I would call it. And then it evolved into the pilot, and I did this fucking triangle situation based on that, and emblematic the government situation, and it evolved into this more predator-looking version of a more exact pilot. And I said, "Shit, dude, okay, cool. Well, that's fucking awesome. I'm gonna fucking work on that, making that stand out, not losing that shape. You made it better." I said, "Okay, so we're gonna do the fucking shit because the way the shit was going with the." Green and stuff like that. I was like, okay, well, we will make the cockpit around him, and I have to make, it's not looking in. It's okay, there, it's working, it's starting to work. Okay, cool. Just make sure we don't lose the eyes because we're not going to fuck that up. We want to see the whole fucking face. Okay, which actually makes sense within a cockpit. It's okay if it's transparent, And there we go. It's fucking invention, so why not? Let's go. And then, so where it is? Oh, 332. Okay, good. They get fucked up sometimes if it's over 5 minutes on the video. So, but I'm just kind of like, doing it, seeing the lines and seeing kind of what stuff emerges and like trusting things like making the lines thicker and thicker and thicker until the lines light up to actually look like a fucking canopy on a fucking plane and being cool with that. And being like, okay, next, I'm not sure what to do next, but we got the head, we got the fucking cockpit, maybe that's just enough. And we need to make those letters stand out a little bit more. So we're going to do highlighting on the yellow, and that's okay, that's getting it out. And then we're going to make sure people read it and see that. And what do I do next and next and next and next? And what do we do? And HUD. And I just thought, I'm going to explain that I'm drawing with wide angle vision, a lot of practice and years of work. All from transposing images seen on, from modeling magazines to military history magazines to sports playing cards. A lot of sports playing cards, especially football. I would want to play football. Family wouldn't let me play football. In like Pee Wee to high school age, etc. Wouldn't sign a release form because of the danger of the violence, concussions, all like that. Medical people were like, no. And for it was really something. It's like for them it was like no one's gonna hurt our child but us, kind of thing. Not a real concern or care for me. And deliberate fuck you to make sure that I wasn't ever friends with anybody or spitting in. Moving on. Anyways. But yeah, but that's how I taught myself to draw. Including like I was into comic books, but there was like this book I had as a kid that was a sports book that I wrote art style to it, real simplistic art style that I got, you know, got away from trying to copy pictures to and back to copying pictures. Actually, it was about the only one I ever did that with. But I was big on copying like magazine covers and trying to make baseball cards bigger and little pictures and books bigger, and real into World War II aircraft and aviation and flying and all that shit as a kid. And I found out later on, I played like flight simulators and stuff like that. As a kid, Chuck Yeager's Flight Simulator, I read about Chuck Yeager and all that shit. Actually, when I read about that, that was like a late middle school, early high school, and I was like, oh shit, I'm going to be able to be a pilot. My eyes are not what his eyes are. His vision was like 25, where he could like spot a fly at 1,000 yards, literally, and actually spot a fly and have it be accurate. And I had difficulty, even though I was a good shot and usually hit my mark. But if it was beyond 100 yards, I'm like, how the fuck did you aim that precise, and why the fuck did they make guns? According to what the History Channel was saying, that were always accurate to like 5,000 yards. When they started making rifle barrels, supposedly we were so great in the American Revolutions, we were the first nation to have rifle barrels. So instead of shooting a ball that went like this, like BB guns do, cheap ones do, they actually went straight and hit. How the fuck does somebody hit 1,000 yards like that? Like, how do you even see somebody like that? I guess that's what fighter pilots need to have. Like one of the main tenets, all of them. But anyways, but yeah. But I was real big into World War II aviation. I would actually try and draw like paintings and stuff like that. It wasn't until my late 20s that I did that kind of quality. And I had it for maybe a year or two and gone. And all that shit happened. Gone since 2013. To the point of the fuck you people did. And I repaired and repaired it. War. Beyond war. Beyond war. Beyond war, our government. In all life history for what they call medication, treatment, and science. Okay. Invert reality is all it is. As I say, it is a play on fascist governments to terrorize citizens into obedience. And there was never a locked door allowed in America, no locks in here. In the entire American civilization, whatever allowed to be made from outside of America, and all that were, had a little fucking button skeleton key that any government member, the family and police and military would have. They could come in and just do what the fuck they like to you in your room. And they know how to do fucking shit that they don't talk about, that I had learned about and heard about, rumors of existing, and got the specifics as the CIA bragged about what they were doing to me and what had been done to me. And so I tried to use that to get away, and I know what happened, and I really am more and more angry than I can ever express. But I'm not going to take it on any individual. I'm going to take it out on that government and see if I can eradicate it and get it through. Just say, oh yeah, why the fuck wouldn't we do a better government than this? Or just be more mysterious and only emerge as needed and pretend that we all are experts on whatever the fuck the government problem is and just never be around otherwise. I'm going to do that. Do a fraud on my kind of government. Say, yeah, we won the revolution. Bye. But probably won't do that. So give you enough rope. That's what I'm doing. It's like I could be a great fucking commentator and color man, but you won't let me do that. But I'm going to do a fuck you art series of scavenger hunts. And if it takes all night now to do it and start it till tomorrow, I'm going to do it. And there's 20, and I can just make 19 that are little fucking handbill flyers that maybe you have to see and pick up every little piece of paper to see if you can find it. But I have to make it worthwhile to do that in the first place. So that's what I got to do. Peace.